Hello and welcome to your Airbnb hosting tutorial by Homeyhuts. Chapter 3 is all about creating a new listing, optimizing your listing, setting pricing strategies, managing your calendar, setting house rules and policies. In this chapter, let's look at creating a new listing. So go near your profile picture, you have switched to hosting, click on that, then go to your listings tab and click on that. You can see some of my listings which are live over here. To create a new listing, I now go to the far right and click on the plus button. So Airbnb will now give me two options. One is to create a new listing or duplicate an existing listing. So I start with create a new listing. Airbnb will ask you for information such as where your property is, how many guests can stay, and how many washrooms, bedrooms, kitchen, and what are the basic amenities that you offer. They'll also ask for 5 more photos plus a title and description, and then you need to set a starting price and publish it when you're ready. So let's get started and move on to the first step. So this is where you tell Airbnb about your place. So which of these best describes your place? Is it a house, a flat, apartment, a cabin? You have many options over here. You can go and select the one that is right for you. I have a house that I would like to list. I click on that and then move ahead. So what type of place will guests have? Do you want to give out your entire property or only a room or only a shared room? You can select what you want to give out and then click on next. Next you enter your address. You can enter your address manually or use your current location. Remember, your address is only shared with guests after they have made a reservation. Then you need to share some basics about your place, like how many guests would you like to host. So I would like to host 6 guests. I have 3 bedrooms and I have 3 beds and 3 bathrooms. You can add details later such as the bed type, whether it's a king size, queen size. Now we move to step 2 where you make your place stand out. You'll have to provide list of amenities that you offer and also a minimum of 5 photographs. Then you'll create a title and description. Yes, I have Wi-Fi at my place which I can offer my guests. I have a smart TV. I have a kitchen. I have parking on premises, air conditioning, and others. You can choose according to what you have in your property. Move ahead. Now let's add some photos. You'll need a minimum of 5 photos, remember. You can see that I have now uploaded photos of my property. The cover photo is automatically selected by AI. I've included a bedroom, a living room, a kitchen, and an activity room. You can select more photos or delete photos. You can also drag and reorder them. Let's move to the next. Now let's give your house a title. Work with short and descriptive titles. I have named mine as a beach house with amazing views. Now you need to create your description. Make sure you use all the 500 characters and showcase special features about your property, be it a beachfront or a city center, if you have a swimming pool or a barbecue. Be specific, tell the story of your space and keep it brief. The final step is where we choose our booking settings, set up pricing and publish your listing. So Airbnb gives you these two options. Use instant book or approve or decline requests. When you switch on instant book, your guests can book automatically. If you select approve or decline requests, guests must ask if they can book. You can select the one which you feel is necessary for your property. This is where you can change your tariff for per night. You can also do this from the calendar after your listing is published. This is important. Add discounts to get your Airbnb guests in. The first listing of 20% is extremely important. It's a new listing promotion and you give 20% off on your first 3 bookings for your guests. You can also choose from weekly and monthly discounts. You need to also declare whether you have exterior security cameras. Remember that indoor security cameras are not allowed at all. Declare if you have noise decibel monitors or weapons around your property. And now we are ready to publish. Let's look at a preview. So you have a beach house with amazing views hosted by me. After you publish, you need to set up your calendar, adjust your settings, and prepare for your first guest. Once you click on publish, your listing will go live within the next 24 hours and you can expect guest bookings. So make sure that you update your calendar for availability. Now I'm going to click on publish. And yes, my listing is live. Now that you have published your listing, let's look at optimizing it. I'm going to share tips for optimizing your listing, photos, description, titles, and keywords to attract more guests. You can see that I'm on the dashboard. I click on switch to hosting, listings. I go and select a listing to show you. You can see the listing editor towards the left and the photo towards the right. Click on all photos. You can see that this listing has categorized all their spaces into a living room, bedroom 1, bedroom 2, bedroom 3, even their bathrooms. They have provided photos of the garden, dining area, the gazebo, and external. So here are a few tips for taking good photos of your listing. Make sure your space is clear and free of clutter. Your photographs have to be original and not look staged. Try not to overdo it, as guests will get disappointed when they see that your listing photos and actual photos look different. Take photos of the things guests will be able to use. Show them the inside and the outside of the property. Take photos of your surroundings too and show them what the neighborhood looks like. Show unique amenities like a fireplace, artwork, or library. Take photos in the daylight or switch on all your lights. You can shoot great photos on your mobile phone or get a professional photographer to do so. Take photos of every space guests can access. Airbnb's artificial intelligence powered photo tour instantly organizes your photo by room to help guests understand the layout. Let's now look at creating a nice title for your listing. On the Airbnb dashboard, switch to hosting. Click on listings. Let me select a listing as example. So you can see the listing editor towards your left. This is where you can edit your title, your property type, number of guests, description, and a lot more. Let's go with the title over here. You can see the title as Tira Stunning Beachfront Villa in Charai. Stunning and beachfront are keywords. Let me tell you something about using right keywords. These are words and phrases that describe your listing the best, and you should include them in your title and description of your listing. Examples are city names or landmarks, pet-friendly, luxury, romantic mountain getaway. You have 50 characters and make the most of it. Your listing title is one of the first things guests read in search results. Writing an effective title is important and helps your listing stand out in search. Here are a few tips to help you write a great title. Keep them short. Short titles work best. Example, Cozy Mountain Cottage Shimla. beachfront villa in Goa, or pet-friendly house city center. Do not use emojis or symbols in your title. Use simple and descriptive words. Think about what makes your space appealing and unique, and put them down in your title. You can mention the location, amenities, and benefits. For example, family friendly home with barbecue and game room. Airbnb titles have a character limit, so keep it short and sweet. Remember, you can change your title anytime. Now that you have created a nice title for your listing, let's go ahead and write a great description. So if you go to your listing editor, you'll see description. Click on that. Towards your right, you'll see listing description. Click on it again. It will show you a 500 character word limit where you can write your description. For example, the one written here is for a farm stay, and you can see that we have included keywords over here. Writing a great description is key to optimizing your listing. Each listing or space is different, so share what is unique about yours. Be specific and include practical details that can help guests plan ahead. Keep it brief and don't write very long descriptions that are confusing. Also keep it realistic. Overselling or exaggerating can lead to disappointment and negative reviews by guests. Ensure that your words reflect your photos and be creative in order to capture attention. Structure your description so it is easy to read and is a short overview of your place. I recommend you break your listing description into paragraphs. Start with a brief introduction of your property, the selling points in a nutshell. You can describe rooms, the features, amenities, smart technology in brief, outdoor spaces, and finish with the location, whether it's close to public transport, popular restaurants, or tourist attractions. Let's now look at pricing for your Airbnb. How much should you charge for your Airbnb? If you fail to get your pricing right, you will be forever frustrated and never make a profit. If you manage to get the right rates, your property will sell itself. Let's look at the basics of setting rates for your Airbnb. 1. Calculate your nightly costs. Too high a price and the result can be below average occupancy rates. Too low a price, particularly during peak season, and you will lose money. As a beginner host, set your nightly rates based on your listings, uniqueness, location, reviews, season, competition, and expenses. Adjust your rates to match market demand. Airbnb offers a tool called Smart Pricing. This tool automatically changes your nightly price based on demand, maximizing earnings. Now let's switch to hosting. Go to your calendar. Select the listing you want. You can now see your calendar, and towards the far right you see settings. This is where you can change your base price. Your custom weekend price can also be changed from here. Below this you can see the smart pricing. You can turn this on or off anytime. You can also see discounts. You can give weekly, monthly discounts, early bird, last minute, trip length discounts. You can also set short-term discounts to get new bookings. Below this you have additional charges. This is where you can add cleaning fees, pets fees, and extra guests. You can also manually change any date's nightly price based on weekdays, holidays, and events, high season or off season. Your Airbnb calendar is one of the most important parts of your listing. It helps you keep track of your reservations and allows guests to see your availability. To ensure accuracy and avoid lost revenue, keep it up to date. Let's now go and click on calendar. Click on a listing. You can see the listing calendar for July 2024. Click on availability over here. Now I'm going to show you manually how to block dates on your calendar. So if you want to block Monday, for example, click on it. You can open or you can block a night over here. You can also add additional dates to block. Let's block the calendar up to Friday. Edit availability. Open or block nights, and save. So you have these nights blocked over here. You can also add a private note for these dates. Next I come out, I go to availability again. This is where you can add trip lengths. You can see minimum nights and maximum nights you would like guests to stay. You also have custom trip lengths. You have advance notice. You can also set the settings for advance notice over here by clicking on them. It'll ask you if it's same day or at least a day before. Next is you go to preparation time. Click on it. How many nights before and after each reservation do you need to block off? So either you can say none or you can select the days. Next is your availability window, which is 9 months in advance. You can set it to 3 months, 6 months or 12 months. You have more availability settings like restrict check-in and check-out days. Next is you can go and connect your calendar. There are two options. One is you can connect it to another website, or you can connect multiple Airbnb listings if you have one or more listings. Let's see connect to another website. So it gives you a link which you can copy and paste it in the other website, or you can go and take a link from the other website and paste it over here. After you do both of these, you just have to click on add calendar and both the calendars are synced. If a guest on booking.com and a guest on Airbnb book a stay for the same room on the same dates, you will end up with guest confusion and frustration. Double bookings often lead to negative reviews. You can sync your calendars across multiple channels, but check on them regularly even if it's automatic. A good alternative is by using a channel manager like Homeyhuts, which greatly simplifies the entire process, saving you time by automating and managing your online listings. Let's now look at creating special offers and custom promotions to attract guests during off-season. Here's a tip for you. For a better chance of appearing in search results, create a promotion for at least 7 consecutive nights. Also remember, your listing must have had at least 3 bookings before it's eligible for a custom promotion. Let's go to calendar, click on calendar, select the listing you want to apply the discount or promotion, go to settings, come down till you find promotions, choose custom promotion. Now you can select dates on the calendar. Let's select 12th and 13th. Click on next. Here's where you can set a discount. I would suggest 20% because you get new line item on your price breakdown, strike through styling, special call out on your listing page, and placement in emails to guests. Now let's go and look at special offers. Let's click on messages. When someone sends you a message before they book, you can reply with a special offer that includes a custom price. A special offer is a great incentive for guests hesitant about the price or guests looking for longer stays. You can also promote your listing during off-season by offering special offers. If you can see that a guest here has withdrawn their trip request, I would like to give him a special offer. Click on special offer. You can choose the dates and you can include the subtotal. Now remember, subtotal will include cleaning or extra guest fees, but this will not include service fees or taxes. Once you send the special offer, the taxes will be added later on. So I close this now. Now let's go and see how we can offer seasonal rates. So here you can set your seasonal rates on your calendar. You can create a rule set. This allows you to quickly make pricing and length of stay adjustments for holidays, seasons, peak periods, or any dates you choose. Remember, when applying seasonal or off-season discounts, keep these in mind. Identify low or high season. Optimize your off-season pricing by making changes to your listing description. Update your listing page with seasonal photos. Use a flexible cancellation policy. Allow the instant book feature. Remove or relax your vacation rental rules. What are house rules? House rules generally are to help guests understand what is expected of them. Your house rules set expectations for guests and give them a preview of your hosting style. House rules keep you and your guests safe, avoid confusion, and gives clarity on pets, events, smoking, quiet hours, check-in and check-out times, maximum number of guests, commercial photography or filming. Let's now go to listings. Let me select a listing. So go to your arrival guide, click on arrival guide, come down. You have house rules over here. Click on house rules. You can see the house rules. Guests are expected to follow your rules and may be removed from Airbnb if they don't. This is where you can refuse or allow pets, events, smoking, quiet hours. You can set timing for the quiet hours, say from 11 o'clock to 7 o'clock as it is over here. Whether you allow commercial photography and filming, the number of guests that you allow, check-in and check-out times. You can also write additional rules. You can see over here in this listing we have written additional rules. Now let's look at cancellation policy. Sometimes things come up and guests have to cancel. You can choose a cancellation policy for your listing by going to listing. Let's go back. Click on your space. Let's go down. Right at the end you have cancellation policy. Click on that. Over here you can see there are three types of cancellation policy. The first one is the flexible. So guests get a full refund if they cancel up to a day before check-in. The next one is non-refundable. Here guests pay 10% less, but you keep your payout no matter when they cancel. Then you have the firm option. This is only for a long-term stay policy of 28 nights or longer. Remember that any changes you make to your cancellation policy will only apply to future reservations and not any pending or confirmed reservation. Airbnb has other policies for hosts like the Airbnb ethics policy, where a host should not decline, impose or post any listings or statement in regard to race, color, gender, origin or marital status.